Today we're going to look at angles and properties of angles. Let's remind ourselves what an angle is. So angles are measured in degrees. And you might know the symbol, and it just looks a bit like that. Okay? A little tiny zero floating in the air. And with angles, they can also be used to describe a fraction of a turn. Okay, let's remind ourselves of the different angles. Here we have a right angle. You may remember right angles from year 4, and this is measured at 90 degrees. You could also describe this as a quarter turn. So it looks like a quarter there, so you could describe it as a quarter of a turn. Here we have an acute angle. Acute angles measure between 1 degree and 89 degrees. This one is an obtuse angle. And these measure between 91 degrees and 179 degrees. Here we have a straight line, and this measures 180 degrees. It can also be described as a half turn. And if you look really closely, it's actually, if you see this dotted line here, it's actually made up of 2 right angles. This one is called a reflex angle. This angle is measured on the outside here, and they tend to measure between 181 degrees to 359 degrees. And here we have a full turn. So if I've got this dot here and we go all the way round, that makes a full turn. And full turns measure 360 degrees. Again, if you look closely at the dotted lines here, if I use my blue pen, you can see it's made up of, if I connect those like that, you can see it's actually made up of 4 right angles.